Hello again, Edwina Murphy-Droomer here, founder of EUDAIMONIA, and this is number 18 in the Nutrition 101 series. And today's video is a follow-on from yesterday where I was looking at the problem of kids that don't eat veggies, and we talked about just how serious that actually is. So yesterday's video we looked at dark green leafy veggies and the critical importance of this. So if you haven't seen it, go back and have a little watch. But today we're going to talk about this whole notion of eating the rainbow. Well, I don't know that I would do very well living on sunlight and water. So let's look at that with a little bit more clarity and understanding about what that actually means. So what we talk about when we think about what is called, deeply coloured vegetables is a vegetable or fruit that is really deeply coloured when you cut it all the way through. So if you think about something like a carrot or a beetroot or berries, kiwi fruit, oranges, things like that. So these vegetables and fruits that are so richly coloured are actually advertising their antioxidant nutritional density. So antioxidants are critically important to our health because they fight things like free radicals. Free radicals is when something becomes oxidized and our body then causes inflammatory problems and leads to all sorts of health complications. So these fantastic antioxidants help us with things like they're anti-cancer and anti-inflammatory, as I mentioned. They're really important for the health of our brain cells, really for every cell in our body. They protect our DNA and work in supporting our immune systems to keep us healthy. They help us to have healthy skin and hair. They are important for all our different systems in our body, our reproductive system. So when I talk about all these foods, I am banging on all the time about the foundations that are necessary for flourishing health. And this is one of them. So for the women out there that have been to your gynecologist because you're having problems with reproductive health or your reproductive system for some reason, I'd love people to stick up their hand. Tell me how many of you were advised to start with dietary corrections and getting in these really important antioxidants through deeply coloured vegetables and fruits. Most people are told to go and take synthetically derived ascorbic acids and folic acid and all these other really important antioxidant nutrients via supplements, rather than starting with the foundational knowledge of we can get this through our diet. We can get this into our kids really early on, and it will protect their health and support them to have really, really strong health moving forward. So how do we get these foods into our kids? Well, it's really lucky that these beautiful, deeply coloured fruits and vegetables are some of the best tasting foods that Mother Nature has provided for us. So I have found through experience that quality is absolutely key. So the carrots and tomatoes and lettuce that we often buy through the supermarket quite frankly taste like crap. The carrots have this slightly sort of chemical taste. Tomatoes are completely flavourless. It is really important to buy the best possible quality that you can. Best quality is going to come out of your own backyard. If that's not possible, biodynamic is the top of the list. Organic is really good. Get fresh local seasonal produce, it's always going to be better if it hasn't been artificially ripened in a factory somewhere. So these are the way to get these beautiful abundant flavors, and your kids will be much more likely to jump on board with them. I've also found that a lot of kids really have a preference for raw over cooked. So offer your kids some sticks of, carrot. Get them to try things like, cucumbers. Cucumbers and zucchinis do come under this deeply coloured list. However, they must be with the skin on. So that is how to get the most nutrient density out of those foods. The foods that actually don't fall into this category, that are foods that we seem to have a reliance on, and they're things like pears and apples and bananas. And while these foods are all really good foods, they don't actually fall into this really densely antioxidant rich category. So let's think about yellows and oranges. Yellows and oranges, carrots, apricots, oranges, pumpkin. All these are, fall into your yellow and orange categories. Purple, blue, black, eggplants, dates, blueberries, blackberries, grapes. There's lots and lots. So just, get your imagination going, and you'll find so many different options. Reds, your purple cabbages actually come under this, or red cabbage. Capsicums, strawberries, there's so many. And then yesterday we talked about greens, as in leafy greens, but also greens come into this category. So things like even peas, kiwi fruit, avocados. There's so many to choose from. So this list, if you can get in, like 2 cups a day of these beautiful foods, you will flood your body with these wonderful antioxidants that help to fight the free radicals that cause all sorts of health conditions, and they will help in that quest for the anti-aging properties that we want to protect our skin and maintain our youthful health and glow. All right, I hope that's helpful for today. Get those beautiful, deeply coloured rainbow of colours into your kids, and you will find that your health will flourish. All right, that's it from me today. Make sure you subscribe to the Nutrition 101 series to get all these little nuggets of information. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again in the next video. All right, bye for now.